All right, guys, here we are. It's Thursday. We're on the Southwest. Let's go ahead and start with our name at the top. Yesterday we did the Midwest where we live. Biggest city in the Midwest, Chicago. We said Milwaukee and Detroit are also fairly large in this region. Our climates are extremely hot, humid summers and very cold and brutal winters with lots of snowfall. Some of our main features here are the Great Plains, the Mississippi River, and the 5 Great Lakes. We said it was inland. The Midwest was the only inland region because it didn't touch any of the oceans. We're moving on to the Southwest. The Southwest has just these 4 states, but it's some biggest area because these states are fairly big, especially Texas being the second largest state in our country. The Southwest region is positioned just south of the Midwest region. The Southwest is made up of just 4 states. One of them is Texas, the second largest state in the United States. The coastal plains extend from the southwest into Texas, and the Gulf of Mexico borders the state. Texas also has 3 of the 10 most populated cities in America. One of them is Houston. All right, so we have a huge city in Houston, Texas. The largest city in the Southwest region and the 4th largest city in the country. Plains cover the eastern part of the Southwest. Further west, the land rises to form the Colorado Plateau. So we have the Colorado Plateau. And we had plains. A plateau is a high, flat land that rises steep from the land around it. So I'm going to draw one of those. See, it's flat on top. That's a plateau. Okay? Most of the Colorado Plateau is crisscrossed by many deep canyons. The largest and most famous is the Grand Canyon, which is in Arizona. That's a famous tourist site. If you ever get a chance to go to Arizona, go to the Grand Canyon. The Grand Canyon is carved by the Colorado River, which is the second longest river in the region behind the Rio Grande. So I'm going to put those 2 rivers there down too. Rivers. Rio Grande and the Colorado. The Southwest region has a dry climate with high temperatures. In the summer, it is not uncommon for the temperatures to reach triple digits. That means over 100 degrees in some places. Winters are cool, but no snow. Snow is rare. So the climate of this region, I'm going to put hot summers. And when we're talking about Arizona, they got what we like to call a dry heat. They don't have a lot of humidity in the region. In other words, you can go outside and it's 100 degrees and you might not sweat. Like if you'd go outside in Wisconsin, it's 80 degrees and humid and you sweat like crazy. So they have a dry heat. I'm going to put 100 degrees is common. Okay? And then winters, cool winters with no snow. I don't know if you know this, but 6th grade, Mr. Bauer taught in Texas for 5 years before he moved to Milwaukee. And one time on Christmas Eve, they came out from the Christmas Eve service, and there was like a few flurries in the air. And his kids were jumping up and down and trying to chase the few little flurries and catch them. And they were calling it a Christmas miracle because they saw a few flurries. He, of course, was from Wisconsin and knew that there's a lot of snow, and he looked at these kids like they were crazy chasing around these few little flurries. But no snow down there. Could you imagine winters with no snow? Other fun facts about the region. I think we should put down in here about the amount of big cities. Texas is the second largest state. And then they have 3 of 10 of the largest cities. 3 of 10 of the largest cities in the country. All right, guys. We mastered the Southwest. I think Southwest would be a fun place to go and visit. Maybe in the winter, if you don't like the heat. It'd be nice and cool down there in the winter. Down here off of this coastal plain in Texas here, we have South Padre Island, which is part of the United States, part of Texas right here. And it's a very cool place to go. One time on spring break when I was in college, we went down there, and it was just beautiful. In February when it was snowy, and up here, down there, it was nice and warm and fun to be out. All right, we'll catch you our last section tomorrow.